What's up? Welcome to Sweet the Podcast, brought to you by the Good Weirdos. It is January 21st, 2025, a day after the election of our America's first elected convicted felon for the office of President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. And a lot is going on, so much that I want to talk about a lot of this shit, but I don't want to give it up as updates or news reports, really, because it's obviously just way too fucking much in a news cycle or every day that to keep up with and run a brand, run a business, keep my peace, and all of that at the same time. So I the first thing I could do is type shit out, and this is gonna have to be a series of its own. It's gonna be American propaganda, and it's gonna be more than just podcasts for video. It's gonna be in writing. It's gonna be whatever medium I need for it to be on, and I need it to be flexible because I don't know what is gonna happen to certain platforms that are all owned by the billionaires, the richest people in the world, that take up 20% of the entire world's wealth. You know, the six that were on the front row of Trump's inauguration in the rotunda of the Capitol that just 4 years ago in a few days was stormed by the MAGA supporters when they said Biden and Harris stole the election from them. Although we know that Trump was still trying to steal the election. And those 6 billionaires, Bezos, Zuckerberg, Musk, the dude head of Google, two other Tim Cook, another motherfucker, and the person ahead of TikTok USA division, some Harvard graduate Asian 42-year-old fucker, can't remember his name. But yeah, so I don't know what platforms are going to be available. There's so much that has happened. As I said, Trump was sworn in. First thing he was headed for is for the trannies, for the faggies. And then, and incorporated that is the Mexicans, the Cubans, the Haitians. You bitches gotta go. Mass deportations around the country in our major cities start today. So it's a lot of things happening there. And he totally set his fat pink, orange, pasty, chalky white ass in that Oval Office, put those short hands and funky fingers on that fucking Resolute desk and start signing away with that big Sharpie. All of the things that President Biden put into place, like lowering prescription medicine with Medicare, Medicaid, he yanked that real quick. All of the equity and inclusive things that were even for the federal government still in place, he has rescinded all of that shit. He's rescinded a lot of things, especially gender. There's only two, he meant to say sex. Male and female are the only thing that the U.S. government is going to identify. None of the intersex and things that are actually medical thing. I mean, whether you identify it or not in the United States government, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And again, he's mistaken sex with gender because he just doesn't like all that extra stuff. They say they've never been cis. Don't call me, and stop calling me cis. Sorry. We got a motorcycle rider underneath us right now, and he finally cut it off. Thank you. So it's a lot going on with Trump with that, and we're renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. This is very important stuff. Big. We've withdrawn from the Paris climate agreement. We're the only country except Iran, some other shit show countries. That aren't in it. There's only 4 other countries, and they're all shit shows, just like America. We're no longer a part of the World Health Organization, even though he was president when we had a pandemic. And thank you for give me the ching on that, bitch. So that's a whole thing there. Yeah. Your groceries won't be getting lower. He's declared it a national emergency at the border, the southern border of the United States. He wants you Mexicans out. Even though y'all that flew here, walked here, drove here, bussed here, trucked here to help with the fires in California and the Palisades, Altadena, parts of LA that were burning. Canada. He said, but yeah, okay, when y'all done, y'all get the fuck out. So there's that. And it's so much to, again, there's so much to fucking cover that I'm gonna post clips in this shit between me talking because I have so much video fucking saved on here, saved on my phone, all the news, like from that I'm scrolling on Twitter and the shit pops up. I'm like, oh, well, let me save that. Let me fucking get that in. And we got Elon Musk. This motherfucker's just running the country, giving Hail Hitlers and what you want to give, and Nazi party is very strong and alive. And Christians, you're welcome, because he told you motherfuckers that Christians, I thank you. Vote for me, Christians. I'm not a Christian, but I thank you, Christian. And China, China, China. And now he's in cahoots with TikTok and all that shit, because I tried to post a video that was gonna be, I was gonna try to keep this American propaganda thing. I don't want to say a little small, but I was putting it on TikTok and bitch, they snatched the audio from it when I said trigger words like Elon Musk, fraud, propaganda, Trump, fascist, neoliberal, neo-fascist, yeah, all of those things, TikTok, corrupt, algorithm, they was flagging all that and they took that shit down. So again, I have to make this is where I can post it. So I wanted to do something on my phone, just here and get kiki like the influencers, but it's not gonna let me do that because every time I post it and I do the work for the video, it snatches it. So I'm not wasting my time with this. This video is I can do more with and more on while I can still have access to my device, go back, pre-record, and this is just how it's gonna have to be. It's so much with Elon Musk, honey. Starlink, that company there, he owns, that handled the voter machines, the tally machines that handled the vote during the inauguration. I don't know how that's not some kind of conflict of interest, however you want to call it. I mean, I don't know. And I'm just putting in right now, quick, what is Starlink? Starlink is a satellite internet constellation operated by Starlink Services LLC, and they're asking what Starlink, how much Starlink costs, and what is Starlink? Everything you need to know. You know, I'll post clips and findings of this and probably just pre-record because, you know, like I said, I needed to get this shit out. I mean, I don't know. I've started typing. I've started thinking, how can I just begin a journey? Because again, I want to make a way for us to come up with some kind of solution. There has to be community building. There has to be awareness, information being shared of shit. I mean, anyway, I'm doing what I can. I'm doing what I feel inside. And how does Starlink work? I would have to go dig deeper and to see about all the conglomerates that's attached to Starlink, because again, Starlink just presents themselves as motherfucking just handling your satellite connected internet connectivity wherever you're at on the globe. But they have other things that like machines that do voter tallying, and they own all the ones. And Trump pretty much admitted that they fucking did election fraud.
A popular guy, and he was very effective. And he knows those computers better than anybody, all those computers, those vote counting computers. And we ended up winning Pennsylvania like in a landslide. So it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So thank you to Elon.
Insert clip. So, you tell me, is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? Coincidence?
Is it a coincidence? I ask you. Is it a coincidence?
In the words of Nene Leakes, you tell me. We got SpaceX, you know, doing what space shit do. Get them motherfuckers to Mars. I wish they would have been on that rocket that blew up, that tested. I mean, come on. Go to Mars. Go to Mars, girl. Get the fuck off of this rock. Anyway, and then the Department of whatever, DOGE, that Department of Government Efficiency that Elon Musk has just, President Trump signed an executive order to create, but I'm sure there's supposed to be certain checks and balances that have to go through that, but I don't see how he's going to. People keep saying, oh, well, he can't do this. He can't do it because that's not how government works, bitch. Can you not see that he's doing whatever the fuck he wants? They're doing whatever the fuck they want. It don't matter what it's supposed to be. He has control of Congress. He has Supreme Court jurisdiction to do whatever the fuck he wants and immunity to do whatever the fuck he wants, despite whatever the Constitution is saying. He is fucking changing shit in that. Because he's ending birthright citizenship and he already signed executive order. And people saying he can't do that because it's in the Constitution, but bitch, he's doing it. Who can stop him? Does Congress? He got them. The fuck is wrong with y'all people? I don't understand it. I just don't. No. Luigi Mangione. What's going on with my boy Luigi? They're gonna sweep him under the rug and it's just whoop de whoop de whoop. Bourbon Street, Las Vegas attacks. What's up with that? They really never told us more if the two were tied together. And I made a video on TikTok, which I'm surprised wasn't because I guess I was talking about Russia at the time. Speaking about how it was the Russia sleeper agents activated at midnight, 12:01, 59 second a.m. Because how did those just become so coordinated attack? And see, this is how Russia play, bitch. Russia, I don't know how we be... and again, then we can get into this again. American propaganda. And I wanted to get deeper into the TikTok thing because how they say the Chinese people were, the way of life, locked down, third world. Them bitches are technologically well ahead of us here, baby. I've seen their devices, their phones, their amenities, their gadgets, their things that make life better, simpler, easier, healthier, quicker, faster, even slower pace, peace-driven, their automobiles, technology, those Huawei phones and cars and shit. They're living generations technologically ahead of us. I want to say that. And the problem is with me with TikTok is because their little stunt of closing down 2 hours before they were scheduled to be forced to close, then all of a sudden they're chumming up with Trump, blasting it up. I just can't. And if you don't know about the TikTok situation, you're going to have to get from under that rock you're living under, honey, and do some research on that. I'm not going to post about that because it's been too much. The TikTok girls have handled it. And more people that it's not, it's, people keep talking about this Gen X, not Gen X, baby. Gen Z that's on TikTok the most, bitch. It's a lot of generations on every generation that's alive that's heavy on that bitch. I came here, I'm currently in Florida in an undisclosed location. And all of my friends and family of all generations from young to 70s and 80s who were, their world stopped because of TikTok was removed. And baby, I don't know. I just didn't know that. I personally don't like TikTok. I don't like just videos consistently coming through like that because I may not want to hear the first sound, how it comes on. If it's too much, you screaming some music I don't want to hear. I don't like that shit. Thank you, bye. And then you're now, and I was suffering through it because I never would watch anyone's video, sorry. But I will post and go because it does have an amazing algorithm had to get your stuff to the people that you wanted to get it to, okay? So that's that. I'm going to have, and you know what? I'm going to use this to my advantage. Thank you, Self, for talking through this, how to play the system as much as you can. As much as you can. And Putin, Russia, and I mean, that's a whole nother thing. And then I wrote it down to the things that I do because they use psychopolitics. And there was a KGB defector, a former agent, who came and said that Russia had a plan to, use psychopolitics, demoralization, and subversion. And I went into that on that TikTok video that I'll post a clip into that and exactly what that is. And subversion is pretty much you feed so much false information about shit, let misinformation go unchecked, unheard, unruled, and that the people start to really believe it of your enemies, your enemy nation and all that shit. And then demoralization is where even if you're feeding them truths and things, they won't believe it because it's just so far gone, and then you can come in and do what you want with them. And that's what is a thing that's happening in Russia. Putin now saying that he can have... It's so much going on with that Putin shit, and it sits in my gut and my spirit. There's a lot going on over there. So, and I'm not supporting help keep sending Ukraine our money. That's y'all shit. That ain't. But letting Putin go unchecked is a thing, because this bitch is not just trying to be in Russia. He's forming alliance with Iran and all these African nations. He's been doing that with these African motherfuckers. You Africans. So again, it's so much going on in the web of American propaganda and the cryptocurrency. I want to do something deep on that because something's going on big. I don't understand. Now, this is me asking questions, speaking out loud again. I had to make this first episode clip, whatever the fuck we gonna call this, a part of I don't know. But this cryptocurrency sitting, they got the Trump meme coin. This shit has made $55 billion. And how? This shit is not real. Who's buying it? What's the market controlling this shit? I need to understand. Can somebody tell me? I need to understand. And I don't want to go read no articles where I have to figure out, I'll go through all this blockchain shit, because I've tried to understand that really, and you have to go mining for it, and that takes servers to mine. But I don't see in all that shit is like actual hardware or software requires hardware for storage and space and all the RAM and all this shit. I don't understand how that is a thing. And it's making him money that fast. Who's buying it? What's controlling the price of this shit? And now it's going to be incorporated with with the treasury, the fucking banks, and all of this shit. Coinbase is going up to like the number 3 app in the App Store. And those motherfuckers, you can't even, if you can't contact anybody to talk to anybody to get your shit. Because I've had Coinbase for years. And if you get locked out of your shit, per se you change your number or some shit, and you forget to be like, oh shit, I forgot to call Coinbase. The only way you can verify your shit is through your number. And if you don't have the number for them to send the code to check, which is so stupid. But I get it. I don't, but it is what it is. So I need to dig deeper into this crypto shit, because it's a lot going on with that. And why aren't you? Well, I guess they're a lot. I guess you got to educate yourself. See, I'm a play. They never gonna tell you the way to do what you need to do, and it's not a way that they want us poor. They want us y'all dumb, because y'all motherfuckers are stupid. A lot of you really damn retarded. I'm sorry, I'm not. Because I saw a video of a man one day that lives in South Dakota, and apparently South Dakota has been ravaged by storms, and I had no clue of it. The Republican governor, a woman, sends all the National Guard down to Texas border to keep out the Mexicans and shit, while the people up there have no protection, no National Guard helping establish any kind of order functioning system, with supplies being brought in or nothing. The 70% of the county that I'm talking about in South Dakota and shit voted for Trump. And now he's from the Department of Education, where these schools get most of their funding from. And a man they interviewed whose house has been ravaged, sitting on damn near sticks and twibbles and rubble. And the reporter asked him, and I may post a clip if I can find it quick in here. So after I post it, boom. If I find it, I'll post it here. And then, if not, you still have the story of me telling it. Asked him pretty much, so how do you feel about the governor sending the resources there? And he said, well, as long as they're down there fighting for abortion rights and making America great again, I don't care. I care about that more than my house. See, people's hate supersedes all that other shit that may be logical to most logical people. Hate is a all-consuming. It will grow, it festers, it makes decisions, it controls, and it's most times, very many, I can say damn near all times, it's not logical in most cases. And even in the rare cases, if you hate someone and it makes sense why you hate them, it's a different level of adding straight stupidity, ignorance, and willful ignorance to that hate that a lot of people have. Now, I'm gonna get it how I get it anyway, regardless, because black people have done this since we got it over into this motherfucker, brought into this motherfuckers, and the ones that have part generations of ones that were here already, Native Americans, and they've been getting it out the mud. Niggas have been getting it out the mud. Now, I will vote for Donald Trump. So it's a lot going on. I just really needed to get that. I wanted to talk on that. I'll post clips and things in this. I mean, I just needed to get this shit out because it's not making sense. That cryptocurrency shit, though. What, this nigga was barely having money, and then they made him a Melania Trump cryptocurrency meme coin. I'm gonna have different things that highlight focus on certain aspects that I want to learn more and learn more about, get more details about, and to share information on how to do this, or just educate yourself on what's going on with not the economy, but the currency, your money, because they will soon do away with physical currency. They're making Bitcoin departments, Bitcoin cryptocurrency reserves and shit. I guess this is just a room full of servers. Or shit. See, that's what I need to know. I don't know. I'm telling you, if I don't know, I'm just going to tell you. I'm going to learn more and report and vent it out here in the American propaganda. This is my American propaganda vent. Or just need to purge it out and speak it out. Because I tried TikTok, and Elon owns X and Musk, and that's what my largest platform following. And I've always hated Facebook just because it's stupid and retarded motherfuckers over there. But in my family, no shade, and not trying to tie the two together because it's not. But, Instagram is Meta. All that Zuckerberg shit. YouTube and the Google. That's where this video going. And other shit. I mean, until I'm working on getting a website where I can control it and I can post what I want and not have to be regulated and censored. So please, if you are willing to support, please, you can PayPal at The Good Weirdos. I would definitely appreciate it. You can Cash App $Sweet Boy Will. You can just DM me a message at Part of Body on damn near every platform, or you can DM The Good Weirdos on all platforms, So I this will be continuing America propaganda. I just needed to purge this and get it out. I'm gonna package it up and do what I do with it, post it, send it out, and keep it going. because I can't not talk about this shit. I've tried, but it's been wearing on me, and even if it's just a conversation or whatever with my damn self, I feel better letting it out and doing it. This is the beginning. It's so much going on by the hour. I can't keep up. And I try to say I don't want to keep up, but I be needing to know what the fuck is going on because I like to be aware. But I can't let it consume, and don't let it consume you. And I'm not doing this just to be in here just to talk and vent all the time. This is the first episode where I needed to get this shit out. And it's because it's so much I didn't know where the fuck it began. But I'm going to segue off of this to focus on certain things like cryptocurrency, the voter starlight, but things that are interesting to me that may have me like, what the fuck? This is big, but I don't know enough information about it to tell. Like, hello, are you motherfuckers paying attention? So I'm gonna work on it. I hope I can get people that actually are well versed in this. If not, to come on. But if not, I will do the research myself and report back if steps is gonna you know. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna dig deeper into this. I don't need to ask me about Israel and Gaza right now because, child, that's just it's plenty of, go to a Palestinians page, or Israeli, and all them. I can't focus on that right now because even though Israel is damn near running this country too, because Trump just said about the ceasefire, he said, they asked, are you sure confident in the ceasefire? He said, no, I ain't confident in shit. That ain't our war. That ain't got nothing to do with us. But that's some nice property they got over there in Palestine. If you seen the location, girl, it's beachfront on the sea. Girl, we can feel some Trump towers, Trump casinos over there. You heard me? So yeah, I can't focus on that. I can't. But I will, if it, like how I just did that, if it pop up, it pops up. Because it's all intertwined, all this fucking charade bullshit. Democrats, I knew I had to come back and say something about you motherfuckers because you've been pussy walking. You're so high moral, you're so stepping high that you had power to do shit, to do absolute shit that would benefit all Americans. Biden, I'm talking to you. Politicians, Democrats, congressmen, senators, congresswomen, congresspeople. Y'all just kowtow, bent over, and took it off the tailpipe. And piss and moan like incompetent jerks. And then you ask why people don't vote. But then motherfuckers start tampering with the votes, and then they don't do nothing to call a recount. Hey, hold the phone, bitch. I, as President Joe Biden, who has immunity and has absolute power, bitch, demand a recount. We ain't doing nothing. I ain't conceding Kamala. You ain't conceding. Call Kamala and tell her to hold on. So, welcome to the golden age of America, baby. That's what Trump calls it. I mean, it's an age, and I don't know what age we're going to call it yet. I'm going to call it yet, but it's definitely a new age. It's the Iron Age, Bronze Age. It's a new bronze. I don't know yet. I'll come up with something for it to call it. But I'm trying to think, is that all that I want to give? All that I have? I just want to thank you for whoever's watching this, for joining in. It's my 10-4 do-rag. I thank you. It's not even conspiracy. They don't even try to hide this shit no more. It's not really conspiracy no more. Because it's all in your face. To the back. I thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And trust me, because how it's on my fucking head and how it's in, we're gonna continue this going. So stay along for the ride. Hold on, bitches, cause we up.